This week on Wisconsin Foodie.
My name is Patrick Depula, and I'm the chef owner of Salvatore's Tomato Pies in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. What we wanted to do when we opened this restaurant was we wanted to utilize things that were available in Wisconsin that was an homage to the Trenton tomato pie with a couple of Wisconsin elements. We're going to visit Vitruvian Farm to pick up our order. Hey, Tommy.
Patrick, what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing, just out of stuff.
This is gonna be the one for you.
The black cherry.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, this is like in almost every salad that we make right now.
They're super friendly. I don't know if you've ever held a chicken before.
I have never held a chicken. I was born and raised in New Jersey.
This is Yum Yum Fest in Central Park, Madison, Wisconsin.
We decided to organize as a group of chefs, throwing a big festival that kind of represented Madison was something that we're really interested in.
I'm excited about the blood pig.
Yeah, pig blood ice cream.
This is pure Atkins diet, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters for their support: Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin. Fab Wisconsin, the regional food and beverage industry cluster. Society Insurance, small details, big difference. The Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, educating consumers about soybeans. Outpost Natural Foods Co-op. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Illing Company, creating packaging solutions for you. The Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin are proud to support Wisconsin Foodie, helping viewers celebrate our state's vibrant food culture. With nearly 11,000 family dairy farms, the Wisconsin dairy industry generates more than $26 billion annually for the Wisconsin economy and brings recognition to the state for producing award-winning cheeses.
The Milwaukee region has the highest concentration of jobs in food, beverage, and ingredients manufacturing in the nation. From production to processing, right down to our plates, our regional food industry offers career opportunities to fulfill your dreams and feed the world. Start and advance your career right here, with more than 500 employers making products and distributing, preparing, and serving our food. Are you hungry for more?
My name is Patrick Depula, and I'm the chef owner of Salvatore's Tomato Pies in Sun Prairie, Wisconsin. The philosophy about this restaurant ever since the beginning, I wanted to honor my heritage and honor my family roots. And that has to do with going back to the early 20th century when my grandparents immigrated here from Italy. They opened food businesses in Trenton, New Jersey, and I really wanted to do something that would honor their existence. This is one of our most popular pizzas. My love for pizza, it's something that we did after sports games. It's something that we did after soccer practice or successful track meets as a child. So it's very sentimental, and pizza is a sentimental food object. The first pizza that anyone ever eats is the pizza that they're most familiar with. So if you're a kid and you eat Chicago deep dish and that's what your family eats on Friday nights, that's what you view as pizza. If it's the tomato pie, this is what I view as pizza. I wanted to bring the tomato pie to Wisconsin, and it's something that didn't exist here. Lots of Midwestern pizza that comes from chains is the product of 40 years of commoditization and turning an artisan food object into fast food. This was about recreating something that existed in Trenton, New Jersey, and offering it to the people of Sun Prairie and Dane County. Okay, so the swirl on the top, it's just the way that we do it. it gives you a different bite. So you're not always getting like tomatoes. Sometimes you're just getting cheese. Sometimes it kind of varies things up. The sauce on the outside, the sauce on the top, it's the way the tomato pies were created. It's a specific type of pizza that's indigenous to Trenton, New Jersey. So again, it's something that I grew up with. What we wanted to do when we opened this restaurant was we wanted to utilize things that were available in Wisconsin because the quality of the produce and the quality of the cheese is so high in the state. We wanted to make something that was an homage to the Trenton tomato pie with a couple of Wisconsin elements. We're going to visit Vitruvian Farm. It's a bunch of guys that decided that they wanted to start organic farming, and they're doing a really good job with it, with high quality produce. One of the things I really like about the food business, especially the way that we do it and many other restaurants in Dane County do it, is that you have a personal relationship with the people that are growing your food. You're not dealing with a large corporation that's delivering things on a semi-truck. There's many times where I have run out of something and our farmers are willing to run something out last minute in exchange for dinner.
My name's Sean Kuhn,
And I'm Tommy Stauffer.
and we're sitting by Greenhouse 4 at Vitruvian Farms. Vitruvian, it relates to a guy named Vitruvius, who was a 1st century BC Roman architect, engineer, and writer. And he had some principles that he tried to embody in everything that he created. And those principles had to do with balance and beauty, primarily. So we thought we could incorporate those principles into our farm by trying to make farming something that's beautiful and something that's in balance with nature.
Hey, Tommy.
Patrick, what's going on, man?
Oh, nothing, just out of stuff.
All right, well, I have everything for you inside, but before we do that, I'll show you what we got going on. We have greenhouses and chickens and a bunch of good stuff. So
Awesome.
We'll check that out and then we'll go get your stuff.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
So this is the kind of the entrance to the farm. As you kind of look around, these first 3 greenhouses were our original builds.
Okay.
We've actually built all of these completely by hand. Yeah, so the tomatoes and cucumbers that are in this house are actually trellised to the ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
So we prune them down to one vine instead of letting them bush out.
Okay.
And that allows us to get a consistent harvest
Really?
over multiple months instead of getting a huge flush all at once. As a farm that's trying to have a consistent offering, we have to make sure that this stuff is happening for a longer period of time.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
So why don't we go on in?
Yeah, they certainly don't look like my tomato plants.
Yeah. Yeah, so then this is where all the tomatoes come from. This is gonna be the one for you.
The black cherry.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is like in almost every salad that we make right now. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm. It's almost like, it almost has like a little wine in it, you know? It's like, it just like pops in your mouth.
Yeah, I feel like that's been the common theme when we bring people out here is they cannot believe tomatoes can be this good.
Yes. Yep.
And it's just, you gotta grow them like this.
Yeah, and that's, you know, the same thing happens in the restaurant when they eat your tomatoes and we get comments about, wow, these tomatoes are so fantastic, where did you get them? And I'm like, well, they were like picked like this morning.
Yeah.
You know? So you're not at any of the farmers markets, right?
We do completely direct to restaurants and grocery stores. We do have an on-site farm stand that we do on Saturdays, but other than that,
That's where all your eggs are going right now.
That's where all our eggs are going. Yeah, can't
Which I
keep
really
in
like.
stock. I
Yes.
know. Soon enough in the winter.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. So this side we have yellow cherry. Back there was yellow pear. Those red super sweets. With the heirlooms, we have the pink ponderosas and the black crims you like so much.
Yeah, those are the ones that I want. Can I have one?
Well, you know, actually we just harvested them this morning, so I have them in the shop for you, ready to go. So
Okay.
you can check them out later, but why don't we check out the chickens first?
Sure.
All right, let's do that. I actually didn't know much about chickens when we got them, and we've kind of realized that they're way more personable than we ever thought. You know, we pick them up all the time. They follow us around the farm.
Do they recognize you?
They get really excited. I'm sure they'll all run out of the coop when we come over there. Come here, girls. And do be careful, the fence is electric. They're super friendly. I don't know if you've ever held a chicken before.
I have never held a chicken. I was born and raised in New Jersey.
Nice. I'll find one that's a little more interested in being held. Let me find, where's Mary? So Patrick, this is Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Kind of our unofficial farm mascot. She got bruised a little bit when she was young and lost an eye, and her beak got kind of screwed up, but she's an amazing girl.
Yeah.
And yeah, she kind of follows us around the farm. And want to pet her?
No, that's okay.
Next time.
Oh, me with chickens.
This is such a simple example of knowing where your food is coming from. I mean, beyond knowing your chef, beyond knowing your farmer, knowing the animal specifically, to like see an animal every day, be a part of it, its life, and then consume food that they've produced and do that on a regular basis. It's just such a cool thing. We like to see ourselves as kind of the new age farmer. Like farming should be an enticing industry and is an enticing industry. People are always surprised that they see the three of us and they say, wait, you guys are farmers? Like, is it a family farm? No, we just started it out of college. I am a finance and marketing major, and Sean is a philosophy and psychology major. And our third partner in this farm, Craig, is a architecture and engineering major. So not the traditional farming background that you would assume. I think that there's an idea that young people can't be farmers, or they can't begin a farming career if it's not a family farm, and it's not something that's been in their family lineage for a long time. And I think that we're trying to prove out here that not only is farming an exciting career path for young people, but it's also something that can be very lucrative. It can be a good living. It can be something that you can do very well with, not only financially, but enjoying what you're doing every day. And we love what we're doing out here. We're outside every day. We're getting to grow food and be in the dirt, and it's an exciting, real experience. Here's those black crims you were looking for.
Awesome. Yeah, those look great. Beautiful.
Craig will grab all the last few things, but
sounds good.
those same tomatoes you saw in the greenhouse.
The trick is to get the cherries home before I eat them all.
I
or
know.
back to the restaurant before I eat them all.
It's a difficult thing to do. I almost like the way that these are kind of quirky looking. You
Yeah.
know, they have their little imperfections and stuff, but yet, their flavor beyond makes up for it. It was a new experience for me to grow these, because I was so used to tomatoes being perfectly round, having no cracks or breaks or anything, and to start growing these and just realize that these sometimes have imperfections. That's not what they were meant for. They weren't meant to look perfect. They were meant to taste amazing.
Yep.
What else do we have in here? See, we just got these today. This is actually a new, you're talking about what do we have that's available that hasn't been bush beans. Had a late crop come up, and we did the Royal Burgundy and just a regular green variety.
Yeah, they look great.
Oh.
I think I'm going to make this into a special today.
And obviously the specialty, the
Yes.
baby leaf salad mix.
Yeah, and your greens are great. They have a pretty good life in the cooler too,
Yeah. Well, and that all stems from the fact that, this was cut, this morning. All right, man. Well, thanks for coming out. Why don't I help you get this to your car?
Awesome. Typically, Vitruvian would deliver to me, but we went out to the farm today to get some stuff because I ran out. So here we are with all of our ingredients that we picked up today. We're going to go over here where I've had pork braising all day. It's Berkshire pork from our friends at Lundeen Farm in Columbus. We're going to build this dish around carnitas. So it's going to be kind of a rustic Mexican-inspired dish. And the first step is I'm going to shave some of these radishes quick. Use the poblano peppers. Cut these into rings. There's our peppers. And it's time for the okra. This okra came from Emerald Meadows Farm. We get a lot of our produce from them as well. Some of those tomatoes that we got today at Vitruvian, I'm just gonna half those. My favorite time of the season ultimately is late August, early September, when we have the most abundant amount and varieties of tomatoes available. Some zucchini, yellow and green. These dragon tongue beans are a lot of fun in this restaurant, and I like to put them in salads. I like to sneak them into a bunch of other dishes because they're kind of a conversation starter for sure. And let's get that sweet corn roasting quick. The inspiration for the chipotle mayo and the corn is our sous chef, Carlos. A lot of times we joke in the kitchen that we're a Mex-Italian restaurant. Just get it on there real good. Just take a couple minutes in the pizza oven. A lot of the entrees that we create are kind of built around using the pizza oven during service. It's kind of like our cooking style has evolved from the use of the equipment that we have. Now that we've been here for 3 years, we've been able to have an influence in Sun Prairie. There's other restaurants that are now starting to use local ingredients. we're starting to see things like Vitruvian screens end up at other restaurants in Sun Prairie. Other restaurants are using Fox Valley Berkshire pork. So to have an influence like that in the suburbs, to me, is very rewarding. We do pizzas, and I guess this started because we always view pizzas as being like our plate, essentially. So we wanted to broaden the menu a little bit, so it's nice to be able to offer the small plates, and then we get a chance to be a little bit more creative when we're doing the small plates that we can't necessarily translate as much into a pizza. And this is rewarding. Someone will eat this, someone will like it, someone might eat it, someone might hate it, but it never existed before today. Hopefully this will be our special tonight. Let's give it a try. A little bit of the ground cherry salsa. And there you have it. That's it.
This is Yum Yum Fest in Central Park, Madison, Wisconsin. It's 30 of Madison's chefs that together realized they were more than the sum of their parts. Madison's always had a vibrant cooking scene, and of course some of the best ingredients in the country come out of this region. But in the last 20 years, Madison's cooking scene has really come into its own. And Jonny Hunter, one of the founders of Yum Yum Fest in its first year, is going to give us a tour. Let's go catch up with him.
Hi, my name is Jonny Hunter. I'm one of the members of the Underground Food Collective and helped organize Yum Yum Fest 2014. So Yum Yum Fest is a festival of food that about 35 different Madison restaurants and bars put together. It's our first year running it, and I'm not too disappointed with the turnout. We decided to organize as a group of chefs, so about 50 members of the Madison Area Chefs Network. It's a loosely formed group, but we meet once a month and we kind of put things on the agenda that we're interested in. So throwing a big festival that kind of represented Madison was something that we're really interested in. This is Madison Chefs, and this is what we wanted to show off.
The great Jonny Hunter. How are you, buddy?
Good, Kyle, how are you?
Good. Yeah, this is kind of all your fault in some ways, right? At least the brainchild?
I was part of the development of it, but I have to take a little blame, I guess.
What does it mean to be a Madison chef? Because you've seen this evolution.
I mean, for the size of the town and the quality of restaurants we have, it's insane.
It does not match up logically.
Yeah, I think there's cities that have 1-2 million people in it who don't have as good restaurant scenes as Madison.
So what does it mean to be a chef here?
It means it's really hard. It's really competitive.
You guys have like 3 booths here?
Technically 4 because we're doing one of the wine tents, but
I'm excited about the blood pig.
yeah, pig blood ice cream.
Yeah, all right.
So
sign me up. Yeah.
Okay,
sure.
yeah. I mean, I just want to talk a little bit about it because it's actually a traditional Italian kind of recipe where you substitute blood with eggs, the blood for the eggs.
So it's like a carnivore's custard.
Yeah, but it comes across kind of chocolatey, a little bit of that iron flavor.
So we've got, okay, so let's break it down. There's pig's blood ice cream.
Pig's blood ice cream with koji in it.
With koji in it.
And chocolate rye cookie.
This is pure Atkins diet, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, pure. Comes across nice. You don't get the blood.
You hardly hear that when you're eating an ice cream sandwich with someone. I'm gonna take my ice cream sandwich. You get back to here, dude. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. See ya. Thanks, Jonny. Oh,
Hello, welcome.
how you doing, Mr. Bonanno?
Good,
Nice
nice to
to
see you.
see you, chef.
It's you too.
What are you doing today?
We're doing house-made burrata cheese today with fresh heirloom tomatoes, charred onion vinaigrette, with a little bit of fresh basil, microgreens, and frisee, and 13-year-old balsamic vinegar.
13-year-old balsamic vinegar.
Correct.
House-made burrata.
Exactly.
Where, in your house?
Yeah.
At the restaurant?
At the
Picking a fur
restaurant.
coat?
So we just, we got some nice milk in, and we just made our own curd, then we own it, and we just made our ricotta, and we just started stuffing stuff and had a good old time doing it.
That is soft, luxurious, and perfect on a day like this.
Thank you, thank you.
I mean, we get to win because of your collective food, but it seems like a festival for you and the other chefs, more even than it is for us, the eaters.
I'm having tons of time. We're just picking on each other, trying each other's food. So we're pretty soon we're gonna have a food fight, so it's going really well.
I'm gonna walk around with my salad and sample another.
Thank you.
See you, brother. Good to see you. So if I were gonna have one of your tacos today, like what's the mix that I've got to have?
You're gonna have local Berkshire pork carnitas. You're gonna have local okra and tomatillos, and all these things that are available for Mexican food are grown here in Dane County.
Yeah.
But it's just great to be able to put those things together and make that type of food that people will enjoy.
Can I have one of those tacos you're talking about, or am I just going to stand here near the heat?
Oh no, you can have a taco.
And pine for it.
Absolutely. Nice. Everything on this taco, including the cilantro, which comes from one of our favorite Hmong farmers, this is a local Mexican dish.
Patrick, you are so legit. And I have some foodie guilt because we're standing here in the back and I just got handed one by you, but the line goes to the other end of Dane County.
Which is amazing, and honestly
I kind of feel bad, but not that bad.
But that is incredibly humbling to me, to have that sort of the response to the food that we're making.
I'm pretty much knowing why the line is so long right now. I'm yum-yummed to the core.
Awesome.
Later,
Thank you
bro.
very much.
Yeah, good to see you. Hello, Chef Miller.
Hey, what's up, brother? Good
Who
to see
are you?
Thanks for coming, man.
Okay, so you're Yum Yum, Etoile, Grace, and now the new one.
Now the new one, Sujo.
So what does it mean to be this Yum Yum chef at this time and this scene?
I think it's really all about the Madison Area Chefs Network. It's about that in itself is us collaborating together, really coming together for events like this, but also just in the community together. Like we're talking in social media, we're talking in emails, texting each other, hey, I need a dishwasher for tonight. I need seafood, I need vegetables, I need meat.
Real day-to-day stuff.
Yeah, and it's like really working out because there's, over 50 of us that are in the network right now, and we have a great relationship with one another, and it's really breaking down barriers. It's finally breaking down the barriers of like awkward competition, kind of, I know that guy, but I don't really know him sort of a thing, and I think it's really dope.
So there's a lot of talk about food, and I know that your team cooks based on your menu.
Let's check it out.
Yeah, it's a little
get
lamb
one.
and it's a pasta. What do we got?
This is homemade strozzapreti, some delicata squash, Brussels sprout leaves, sage, and then we did a smoked over fire lamb with Hidden Springs sheep smoked cheese.
Even in this open park with all this activity and all these people, the aroma coming off of this thing is just
well, and what we wanted to
incredible.
do with Yum Yum Fest was to create an environment that wasn't your typical food fest, that wasn't, things you can't get everywhere at every festival. I really just, I'm so proud of Madison right now. I'm so proud of our Mac and chefs. I'm so proud of the collaboration that we have, and I'm really thankful that you guys came out.
Yeah.
Really.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, brother.
Good to see you.
Thank you, man.
So this is a successful first annual Yum Yum Fest. It's 7:30, sun's starting to go down, and most of these great restaurants that were here are now sold out. The chefs are happy, people have eaten their fill, and I think it's time for me to call it a day.
Wisconsin Foodie would like to thank the following underwriters for their support: Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin. Fab Wisconsin, the regional food and beverage industry cluster. Society Insurance, small details, big difference. The Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board, educating consumers about soybeans. Outpost Natural Foods Co-op. Potawatomi Hotel and Casino. Illing Company, creating packaging solutions for you. The Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources. The Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board and the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin are proud to support Wisconsin Foodie, helping viewers celebrate our state's vibrant food culture. With nearly 11,000 family dairy farms, the Wisconsin dairy industry generates more than $26 billion annually for the Wisconsin economy and brings recognition to the state for producing award-winning cheeses.
The Milwaukee region has the highest concentration of jobs in food, beverage, and ingredients manufacturing in the nation. From production to processing, right down to our plates, our regional food industry offers career opportunities to fulfill your dreams and feed the world. Start and advance your career right here, with more than 500 employers making products and distributing, preparing, and serving our food. Are you hungry for more?
Let's talk to Jonny Hunter, one of Yum Yum Fest's founders in its first year. Now that sounded funny.
White shrimp from the Gulf Coast.
Grilled wild white shrimp.
I know, it's a tongue twister. Thank you.
Yeah, I just ate the head.
The brain.
Well, before we leave, why don't I get you to have another black cherry tomato?
Yes, please. I didn't have breakfast
I
this
think
morning.
I might have one as well.
Yeah, so I'll just keep eating and you just keep talking.
You gonna get on this?
What do you think about this, Eric? What's the flavor complexion?
Dude, I don't know these terms. I don't like being on this side of the camera. Feels like 12 Norwegian grandmothers hugging me right now.